So you can see here, I'll give you a good view of her. I mean, she's pretty mint. I mean, these tires are well up to my almost my pecs. So come right here, you can see, I mean, there's a fuel tank. Look at that, smooth closed, even all open, perfect. Sorry if it's a shaky camera. Now that's a spot for a generator, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a generator, stick her in there. That way we've got something for welders and all that for on site in case we need them, because it's gonna be sort of a fire/fuel truck. I mean, it even came with the hoses. I mean, look at that. I mean, screaming deal. I mean, you guys definitely check her out on the website. But I mean, I'm just gonna open up all the stuff for you guys. So I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Okay, there we go. All right, I mean, right there you got room for extra gear. There's ladder racks up on the top. I mean, shoot, we'll come around the back right here. Crawl up. I mean, look at that. Perfect. I mean, if you wanted to use this thing out for camping or something, you could straight up set up a couple rooftop tents up here. But this whole back hatch opens up. Go ahead and take a look. Pretty sure, yeah, that's our air filter. I mean, she's clean. I mean, for being down in Florida, my biggest thing, I was worried about how much moisture's down there. I was like, oh man, I don't know how close it was to the coast. Is it going to be all rusted out? But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's probably like 12 layers of paint. So some private down that National Guard unit got in trouble a few times. They had to repaint this thing and detail it more than once. That's all I can say. And I mean, for wearing gear, it's still easy to get around. I mean, it's got, even all these things are still here for the fire extinguishers. These back lights, they all work. I'm gonna go on the other side since the light's better on that side. I mean, tires are still in perfect condition. Now my biggest thing is once we lose one of these tires, as in a blowout, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get off and to get a new one. Now I haven't used all these systems, but when we first got it and the driver who dropped it off had her going, this was actually running and I had to shut her off. And so I'm pretty sure this all still runs, but we don't want to run it dry. So we're going to go through, make sure everything's got all the fluids and everything. Go through and fill her up and test out the nozzles, because there's still all the nozzles on there. I mean, the military is so easy. I mean, these roll out if you want. You get little pins, knock it out, roll your battery out, work on it. It's so much easier. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is your pump control. I'm not sure. I haven't really gone through everything yet. I mean, even this little light still works. I mean, look at that. Bam. Another storage just like the other side. I'm pretty sure this is just more hose. Yep, so it's got hose on each side. Look at that. And that one's a nice nozzle. That's a more modern nozzle. The other side was more of a old school nozzle. I'm not sure. I'm not a firefighter, but with this, I've been thinking about being a volunteer firefighter, showing up out here during the dry season whenever they need it. But I mean, besides, you've even got room to walk up on. Oh man. Whew. There's the nozzle right there. That thing, this hatch opens up, slides on these rails, and you can stand there and use the nozzle. That siren, I'm pretty sure still works. They just undid the lines because they can't have the siren legally going, I guess. All the lights still work. Down in here, I guess there's no plate here. I don't know where it went, but we'll have to replace this one plate. But something might have sat here. Looks like there were some pins here, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna do some research. And there's obviously a bunch of random stuff I don't know. I think this might have actually been for an antenna, possibly. That's all I can think. And then they've also got these steps. If you want to know what these actually, if you've got one of these and don't have these steps, that's what they look like. That's how they work. All right, let's go ahead and hop inside after we check the front out. Gives you a good overview of it. I guess I've been so close to it. Y'all are like, was it like 10 vehicles? No, it's just one. It's a lot of front ground clearance. I mean, aside from these steps coming down, you could literally go through almost 3 feet of mud. I mean, because that's just going to carve the mud out in front of you and leave room for everything behind. Nozzle still works. All these lights at night, this thing glows. And you can see out here, this thing probably shines for miles when we got the lights going. So go ahead and hop inside her. It's It's a bit muddy from maybe my dogs being up in here. But you can see it's actually a 4-seater plus storage in the back. So this folds. It's actually got room here for somebody to sit, and then their backpack with their oxygen tank is able to sit back right here, and they don't be here dying with their back all arched out. Just sort of nice, especially if you're wearing a kit or something. There were no weapon racks in here, unless, I don't think those are weapon racks. I'm pretty sure those are racks for extra oxygen tanks. I mean, in here, it's clean. Take my glasses off. You've got all these lights still work. I mean, this is a clean hand. It's like they just put it on there and then sent it out. That all works still. All the gauges. I think that's telling me the door is open. All that. This even still works once I get her running, but once I'm not going to get her running just yet. She's pretty loud, so I'm going to finish the majority of the video first before I get her going. Got this fold-up seat here. Folds down, so you can come over here, crawl across, or come from the other side. And then you're like, oh, hey, let me come up over here. Oh, fuck, I forgot how to do this. Let me put the phone down for a second. That's not gonna work. Anyway, this opens up. Hard to do. Let's see if I can possibly get you guys a good angle. Sorry about the video being long in one cut. I just don't have a lot of... There we go. There we go. You gotta be a man, that's for sure. And you crawl up here and look out. You can sit here, control this front nozzle. I mean, shoot, you could even do a 360. I just wouldn't recommend doing that. You shoot yourself in the face. Even though it's not a gun, I still wouldn't look this thing down the barrel. It'll blow your fucking skin off. Excuse my French. But that's something you don't mess around. I wouldn't put your hand in front of that. I wouldn't do none of that. Even down here, I would keep your hand straight up here, wear some gloves. Crawl back down in. I mean, if I was president, this is what I'd be rolling around in. I'd be standing out the roof of this, just waving to everybody. Honking the horn. All right, let me climb back over. Okay, so I'm not going to show you guys the starting process because I don't want somebody to come out here and try to steal this. So it's loud. Sorry. So that is telling me I got low air. This is going to have to run until it gets enough air pressure. Then that should cut off. And once that cuts off, it actually gets pretty quiet in here. Now what I haven't tested is if this has AC or not. Let's see, look at that. Holy crap, it works. It even has AC. I don't think this thing could get any better. I'm letting all the cold air out though. I mean, diff rock, I mean that itself right there is amazing. You got all your switches here, they all work. Park and brake. Pretty sure since it's got air brakes, you might need a CDL to drive one of these things on the road. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that, depending on the state you're in. Headlights, don't know, dome. So let's see if this still goes. Let's see, 90. I want to oscillate. No, oh there it is. Oh, no. Man, I had it working the other day. Okay, there we go. We got some air pressure now. Well, it was working the other day. I don't know what I did. Anyway, we'll stop messing with that. So, I'm actually pretty amazed. This thing's got cold air kicking out at me right now. That is cold air. I tell you what, you National Guardsmen's got it good in here. Or I should say you drivers. Let's see. Oh yeah, the horn still works and everything. And I'm pretty sure this is your coolant, maybe windshield wiper fluid. I'm not 100% sure. Hazards work. Foam is all over because I don't think there's nothing in there. So got 0 water. PSI. Is that my air pressure? Because if that's the air pressure, I got 600 PSI. Holy crap. I guess that makes sense though, because they might use air pressure to kick the water out or the foam. So anyway, that's pretty much it for it today, guys. I just wanted to show you off the Oshkosh Firetruck. Tire pressure 60 PSI. Man, that's a lot of pressure in a tire. Well, I hope y'all take it easy. Enjoy. Hopefully a nice sunny day where you're at. If not, hopefully this gives you some motivation to get outside. Anyway, take it easy, y'all. Have a good one.